Hello everyone, my name is Vanessa and I'm the founder and creative director of the organisation Inside Out UK. Inside Out UK are supporting this important week with our Keep in Mind series. What we're aiming to do is to tackle mental health awareness using creative means. So we have keep yoga in mind, keep music in mind, and keep dance in mind. It's going to be great. So of course the Inside Out team took part in the yoga session today. Woo! And it was amazing.
It was challenging, but it was really good.
We tried.
Really good. Yes, we tried hard.
We got stretched in places that haven't been stretched before.
Yeah. What advice would you give to a first time yoga
Don't give up.
Don't give up.
People came with the correct mindsets more than anything. I think that's what made a huge difference. Although they may have found something that's challenging, they just got stuck in and it showed. They really did put a very good effort in and it was enjoyable for them as well as it was for me. So
You want to do as good as everybody else.
Yeah.
Yes, true.
But then you realise that you don't have to be as good. It will come.
You can push some days,
Yeah.
but some days you can just take it easy, you know? Just listen to your body, literally.
So why do you think yoga itself is a great way of stress managing?
because of self-awareness, it
Okay.
gives you an awareness of self, because everybody experiences stress or obstacles and difficulties at some point in their life, but we don't have an understanding of what stress is, what the physiological effects of stress are on our body. And if we don't know that, then we're pretty much at the whims of what stress does to us. And that's what yoga acts as, a tool to alleviate it.
Okay,
So one of the primary practices in yoga is breathing.
Yoga helps us to control our breathing. We use our breathing to control the whole exercise, right?
Is number one.
Until I learned how
Is
to breathe, I
number
couldn't do any of
one.
those moves.
Understanding the breath, understanding what happens to the body when you are stressed, and what the breath does is key in understanding how to remove stress from the body, how to calm the body down. So there are no side effects. It's not a drug. It's just about being with the student and allowing them to come to their own breakthroughs and not forcing them or directing them too much. It's just guiding them so they do things safely and do things as close to correct as possible.
How do you know that you're stressed? What do you do? What don't you do? You know, what do you tend to say?
We speak of music and mental health having a relation. Why on earth do we put so much hope and thing on medication? Why don't we use the arts as a coping mechanism, as part of therapy? Why are we not doing more to prescribe these alternatives? Whatever means you have of generating hope, be it music, be it your job, be it your faith, use it. You need to find something to look forward to. And for me, in that particular moment in the psychiatric unit, there was this piece of composition of music. Thank you all.
So it's day 2 of Inside Out UK's Mental Health Awareness Week series, and today we're partnering with Dalston Roof Park to bring you Keep Music in Mind.
Can I get your feedback? You know what, I'll come over, need some human interaction. Plus I like the look you give, damn boy, that reaction. Been on social media, could do with a distraction. I need some information, so send me, send me, send me, send me, send me, send me. So send me a location, so send me your location. I'm running out of patience, so baby send it over.
I
I'd say music's one of the key things that supports my mental health, if I'm honest. Like my go-to music that inspires me or lifts me up.
You don't need research to tell you that there's an effect of music and the mind. You don't need numbers and figures.
Just be mindful of the type of music that you're listening to. It's not just about the words, it's the frequencies and the sound waves. All of it is having an effect on you. If there's a particular type of music that you like listening to, maybe when you go home tonight, think about it. Is this music helping me? Is it enhancing my mental health?
Music can have a part to play, an important part to play in generating hope, which I think is the most important thing when it comes to mental health recovery.
Is there any other options that I need to listen to? If you want any recommendations, come and see me at the end.
Now she knows that you're wrong, but she can't say no, you see, because all those beats, bars and words have all become sweet poetry. You just click. So the next time you tell yourself it's not that deep, take your feet out of your shoes and put them into the next. The dangers of being so close. It was deeper the first time you put that smile on her face. It's more than just her body or her mind, it's her soul.
What's also helpful is to think of mental health as being on a continuum. So say down here is poor mental health, but over here is good. And all of us are somewhere on that spectrum. All of us are somewhere on that continuum.
These thoughts that go round and round in your head in cycles sort of thing, and they get worse and worse, and you exaggerate how big a problem actually is.
It's just keeping this conversation going around mental health. I think one of the big issues is that people don't talk.
It's my soul's conscience that feels detest and open that door to have iron, because we are in a mental war. Time to be restored in terms of concept of beauty on this earth, I pray. And please don't get me confused or misunderstood. Don't you dare simply sit there and moan about culture appropriation. Remember your position, because we are queens.
I think it was quite useful. It's good to know like the signs, what to do and how to get back up again.
We kind of see mental health as just like an illness.
Yeah.
With men and mental health, it's knowing how to best support each other.
We can be able to like identify if a friend or family is going through something as well.
Definitely.
Because that's something that really stood out to me.
How did I get here? How did I get so bold? I strive under stress, motivated and unchallenged, destined for the best. So right now I have to manage.
I ain't seeking validation, see. You've made a fool of me. You've got me drowning in what's meant to be. I ain't playing no, I ain't playing, you ain't.
Not the running commentary in your head, it's just you actually saying it.
Don't you worry.
There's so much inside of you that you need to get out. And when you write it down, and even when you perform it, some of the songs I performed tonight, I performed them and it took me back to that place.
And once you know it's there and it's come out of you, there's just some kind of peace that goes with it.
Get a journal. Staring at a phone is just not cutting it. Sometimes when you write something down, it's kind of like you're signing a contract. You wrote it down, you know what, I'm actually going to deal with this. The problem is actually much more smaller than you actually imagine it.
It needs to be more of a conversation amongst men, amongst women, amongst young children, amongst everyone. But it's not fashionable. It's not a bag that you carry. It's not clothing that you put on. It's a real, honest, like sober conversation about something that's going on in someone's mind.
Sometimes I make voice recordings in the middle of the night at 3 a.m. because I'm just thinking about something too much.
But a problem shared is a problem halved, and there's definitely a truth in that.
When I feel like I've failed at something, I always share it. Just because when you share it, especially with people that you can tell are used to bottling up things, they tend to relax around you.
Just be able to tell yourself, okay, this is a stressful moment, not a stressful life.
Sometimes looking at the situation with a fresh eyes from a new perspective can sort of open up solutions for you that you weren't necessarily seeing before.
Because I'm naturally an overthinker, so you overanalyze everything, you analyze how far you come.
I usually do is panic in my head, so I'm really good at not showing people that I'm stressed.
Stress is inevitable and I know that, but there's certain things that we kind of just put ourselves into. Just say no. Like, you really need to love yourself and just pick your battles.
In this industry, it's really, really difficult, and you have to hold on to the genuineness of what you do, because music is basically where you are in your life, and you're bringing it out to other people. And sometimes you can forget that the message is far more important than how it's perceived, because the message will always be true, because it's about where you've been in life.
Let's grab our water, energy and dance moves, because we're in for a body popping night.
Mental health is everybody's health. Yeah, it's for everyone. It's not just subjective to some.
And we are from an organisation called Inside Out UK, and we are based on providing mental health education through creativity.
Just started playing around with making music with our friends in rehearsals, and African influences in dance, house, crump, and just kind of put all together in one amalgamation of a style we called home.
Definitely, I see that energy through expression of the body, the face, like they're literally feeling it.
We're very quick to check up on our physical health, not as quick to check up on our mental health. It can act as a real healer, and people love it. That's why we're lucky enough to have a class that have people coming back and back again.
The same way that you have personal trainers that will tell you to go to the gym, to be fit physically, we need to be telling each other to make sure that you're fit mentally. Are you healthy?
One word you use to describe how you feel after the workshop? Tired. Tired.
When you come here and you finish, you always feel free, you feel relaxed, you feel happy.
And you can feel the energy. So many different emotions in one class. The vibe here is amazing. Like, you don't always see this vibe when you go to a dance class. Sometimes, you're worried there'll be judgment or you feel uncomfortable, but here it's just everyone's hyping you on, everyone's screaming, everyone's like, yes.
You use a lot of energy to dance. You do use a lot of energy, but you feel happy, release.
Yeah, definitely.
Relaxed, yeah.
Definitely, yeah. Okay. Especially uni stress, so.
Yeah, see? A good way to relieve uni stress. Dance, guys.
For me, this is like, I need this before Monday. Like, if I go into Monday and I haven't been here, like, if I'm working on a Sunday or something, teaching, I can't be here. I go into Monday, like.
Dance has been my medicine. Every time and time again, I just become so confident and relaxed and calm. And in fact, it happened with my studies. It just gave me, better focus. Now, when it comes to dancing and we combine the movement with music, we are able to express ourselves in a really natural and organic way. We are able to release stress and anxiety. So you are a part of a like-minded group of people, so you can relate to them, you can have a better understanding of yourself, you can make better choices for your life.
The company you keep can definitely have a major effect on your mental health.
We need bigger solutions than just music. When it comes to mental health, it's a whole different ballgame.
For me, one of the massive things other than writing and music is humour.
It's really all of our duty to let people know that mental health is not rare and that more people deal with mental health issues than we probably let on.
Some people can find the most easiest things, well, what you perceive to be the easiest things, really hard.
Cut yourself, you go and get stitches. It's the same way if you have a mental health issue. It needs to be treated, so we need to see it as an actual illness and not just something that goes on in your head.
It's important that you have that thing that not only do you love, but other people love it too.
We want to be able to portray the message across and also remove the stigma away from mental health.
And I believe that it's definitely changing the narrative for mental health. I think it's opening a wider discussion, but it's also giving solutions.
Shout out to this girl over here for putting it on. Yeah, I need it louder than that.
Give them that space and that time to come to you when they're ready to do so. It's just about planting that seed. Just let them know you're there, let them know you're open.